Hello everyone. Today I'm gonna continue with my episodes on the topic of how I brought my A1c down from 10.2 to 6.4. The last time I spoke about what really happened and how I was coping with it. In this episode, I want to share with you some of the supplements that I've been using to help me to get down to that number that I spoke about. Now, everybody's different, right? So what works for me may not work for you, but I'm sharing it here so that you can consider giving it a try. However, do not go on any supplements without first consulting your physician or your doctor, because sometimes if you're on some kind of a medication or something like that and you take certain supplements, it could interact, and it could interact negatively, so you want to be very careful with that, right? So another thing, I'm not offering any medical advice. I'm just sharing my experience with you guys. So one of the first supplement that I started using is this one here. It's called berberine, and it's basically from a plant. And what I learned is that it works something like metformin that doctors usually prescribe for you when you have diabetes, type 2 diabetes. So that's what I read, and that's what I heard from many people, that berberine reacts just like that. And so I've been using berberine. I got this one here from Costco. And by the way, I'm not advertising any product. I'm not working for any company or anything. I just did the ones that I'm using and I'm sharing with you. I got another brand also, this one here, that I got from the TikTok store, and it works okay. So what I do, I take one in the morning and one in the afternoon, especially before I eat. Maybe like 30 minutes before I eat. So this is the first one that I use. Basically is the berberine supplement, and you can go on Google and check it out for yourself and do your own diligence. Don't just take my word or somebody else's words for it. There's so much information out there on the internet that you can get. You can do your research. You make sure that it's genuine and all of that before you commit yourself to anything. So the next one that I use is this one here. It's called bitamelon, or back home we call this vegetable corilla, or bitter gourd it is called. And this is very effective, really effective in bringing down your blood sugar levels, especially when you eat, let's say you eat a high carb meal and you think that maybe your blood sugar is spiking or something like that. These, even if you get the fruit of itself, the vegetable, and you can squeeze the juice out of it and drink a couple teaspoons of that works. That helps a lot. But these are in capsule form. I use this one here, and like again I said, I'm not advertising any company and or brand or anything. These are just the ones that I use, and it has helped me a lot. So I use this along with the berberine, and I find that it kind of like really assisting with the spiking blood sugar, especially after you eat. Because that's one of the things, right? When you're type 2 diabetic, and or pre-diabetic, that's one of the challenges that we have, is that when you eat and then that sugar is released into your blood, that glucose is released into your blood, the longer it takes there, in your bloodstream is the more harm being done. So the faster you can get that down is always better for you. So this other one here has a fancy name, Gymnemia sylvestre. This is actually from a leaf that is grown in India. That is the Indians call it gourmand, and the English translation there is sugar destroyer. It is said if you put that in your tongue, the leaf, and you eat sugar, you won't even taste the sugar. So this one here, along with the berberine and the bitter melon, I use those in controlling. I tackle this thing from all angles. All angle I tackle it from. So I don't only use one supplement, I use several supplements. And I check them out myself before using it. Of course, I asked my doctor first too, and you should too, before committing yourself to any supplement, especially if you're on medication. So this is my protocol basically. And of course, this one here, this is Ceylon cinnamon. And so you got to be careful because there are two kinds of cinnamon. There's one from India, the cassia cinnamon, I think that one is. Apparently too much of that you can have some health issues. This one is more or less in the clear for people to use with diabetes. You know, people the Ceylon cinnamon. So if you're gonna use cinnamon, make sure you get Ceylon cinnamon. All these here are in capsule form. All this protocol that I showed you are in capsule form, and I use them together. So it's like the berberine, the bitter melon, the gymnemia, the Ceylon cinnamon. Oh, and there's one more I don't have the bottle here with me. It's chromium picoline. It I probably murder that word, but chromium tablets, they work great together. And so that's my protocol basically that I use to, especially before my meal. And basically I just have like 2 meals a day basically. It's one like mid-morning and one more like mid-afternoon, more to like 3-4 o'clock time. I would have something else, and before that I would have these supplements taken with a glass of water, and in the water I would add a spoon of apple cider vinegar, especially if I'm gonna eat something, you know, like roti or rice or bread or something like that. You're better off actually if you can reduce your carbohydrate intake to about just 20% of your daily calorie. That will help a lot. But many of us who grow up eating a particular way, it's kind of like hard to change and to simply just eat something else, you know. And while we can do it for a little bit, in the long run we always go back and you mess up your diet and so on. The other thing that I noticed with me when I stick on these protocols, I lost weight. I lost weight in the period from February to May when I went to do my test. I lost about 15 pounds, and that was kind of like significant with not much effort. And so just with these supplements that I use, that helped me in my quest to remain healthy and to bring down my A1c level and to control my blood sugar levels. These are some of the things that I do. Now there are much more than that, and so in the following episodes I hope to share more and more with you. about other stuff that I do, like exercises, what kind of exercises that you do, and maybe how to do them. So there's quite a bit more I need to share with you. So for this video, this will be all for now. And one more thing, if I'm not selling anything, I'm not trying to make money or anything, I'm just doing this freely. And if you can do me one favor, these videos, I put them on TikTok and I put them on YouTube. My channel is Rudy at Flex, Rudy at the @ Flex. And if you can find my channel there and like and share it, and same thing on TikTok, if you can like and share it, that will help me a lot, and it can help us to get the message out to more and more people who probably looking for a way, maybe for a different way in meeting their health challenges. Together we can do this. We can beat this thing. So until next time, God bless and stay safe.